With so many people moving to Portland, Oregon, there's a lot of positive things that you can look at. Some amazing things about living here. But you know me, I like to be brutally honest. In this video, I'm going to go over the 5 worst parts about living in Portland, Oregon. If you want to know that, we're getting after it right now. What's up, everybody? Jackson Wilkie here with the Real Agent Now Group right here in the Portland Metro. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to learn everything about what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, play, and those worst things about living here, make sure you tap that subscribe button and you click the bell so you're notified every time we do a new video. And we honestly get so many phone calls, emails, texts every day from people moving, relocating here. We absolutely love it. So thinking about moving anywhere in Southwest Washington or Portland, Oregon, make sure you give us a call. Shoot us a text, send us an email, days, nights, weekends. We got your back when moving to the Portland Metro. All right, so we're going to list off these top 5 things. I don't want to make it like super generic and talk about the rain and all that because honestly, it's not a bad thing. I want to truly give you somebody who's not here like the things that drive me nuts about Portland, Oregon, and see if you can handle all these. Make sure you comment down below if any of these are going to drive you nuts as well. Number 1. The drivers. You would think in an area where it rains all the time that people would know how and understand how to drive in it, but they don't. It is the worst that I've ever seen. See, I come from an area just over, 6 hours to the northwest or northeast, and it's in North Idaho, south of the Canadian border. And when it snows like 2 feet there, people still go the speed limit. Like, we just understand how to drive in those conditions. You get this much snow in Portland, Oregon, it shuts down. But you would think in the rain, people would have it all figured out, but they don't. It is absolute monstrosity. There's cars all over. They get in wrecks. They go like 30 miles under the speed limit, and they are just terrible. In fact, I look at the national rankings, and according to Allstate, they say that we are one of the nation's worst. I'm not going to say we, because I'm not.
I'm our best shooter, our best driver. Those are my skills.
But everybody else is one of the worst in the entire nation for bad drivers. So when you get here, I think you're going to notice there's some terrible drivers. Maybe it's just because everybody's so chill, so slow. But no, there is something about the people around here that just suck at driving.
We don't ever let them get in the cars.
Number 2, it seems like there's always some kind of protest about something. Can't we all just get along? Fortunately, it's not like it's widespread throughout the entire city and all of the suburbs. It's really focused right downtown. And if you, like me, don't even hear about the damn things, you're not even going to really know they're going on. But it does paint this negative connotation of the town. And does it go on? Yes, it does, especially as of the past, couple years. But even before that, Proud Boys, Left Boys, Right Boys, I don't know boys, whatever girls, they just get after it. And it is like the two polar opposites just trying to get their points into the other person's head. It's really not a good place to be. So you stay away from it. You don't even know what's going on. But it is very annoying that there's that many protests. Number 3, this is something that you're not going to be used to if you're not from somewhere maybe more West Coast, more drier climates. But it's gorgeous here in the summer, right? There's just green trees, mountains, rivers, lakes. But you have to realize that you're not very far from California and you're not very far from Washington State and even Canada. There is a lot of smoke in the summer. You got to realize we are surrounded by national forest, which is just gorgeous. But when it gets really hot in the summer, which is another thing, people go, well, it doesn't get that hot there. It can get well into the hundreds pretty easily. And throughout the summer months, you can see a lot of 90-degree weather, and we're not going to see a lot of rain. It's dry. It's beautiful, but that is a recipe for any of those thunderstorms that, lightning strike or some idiot throwing a cigarette butt out, whatever it is, causing wildfires. So you're going to notice a lot of smoke as the wind changes north to south, south to west, east to west, whatever, west, east, north, south. You're going to see a lot of smoke come down from Canada. You're going to see smoke come up from California, from Washington, and it can get really, really cloudy. In fact, there's even summer days when it's so, it's a beautiful sunny day, clear sky, but you cannot physically see the sky or the sun. It's just big, pink, smoky filled skies. So it doesn't happen all the time, but almost every summer you're going to see at least, a week or so of some real smoky weather. Number 4 thing is that, hey, this is one of the hottest places for people moving, relocating. If you're thinking about it yourself, This is a crazy housing market. It's causing, less than a month of inventory on the market. So there's a lot of people going after certain houses, especially in, medium price points, basically that $500,000 to $600,000 range. Is it impossible? Hell no. We are the number one relocation team for a reason, but you have to have your ducks in a row because you basically have to understand, hey, we're going to put some offers in on some houses and it may not happen. I actually did a video, a week ago or so where I talked about the absolute things you must do before buying a house. I would really go watch that video if you haven't yet and get yourself prepared. But just understand, this is a crazy housing market. We don't see it slowing down for a while, but don't let it rock your dreams. This is where you got to figure out your must-haves and your kind of like-to-haves and really separate that out. But the good news is the equity that you're building on these houses, 15, 20, 25% is really, really a powerful number. When you think about that in a couple years' time, it could mean a couple $100,000. But just understand, with the craze of people moving here, the housing market is tough right now. You are going to want to align yourself with the industry best. And, well, we've helped over 100 clients do that. So reach out to us to make sure that happens for you. Number 5 drives me absolutely nuts, but it's all comparative, but it is that traffic. The traffic here you're going to notice is just different from really a lot of places. Again, this whole place is an old city where a lot of the engineering had roads windy and narrow around mountains, and even the freeways and the highways are curvy and windy and up and down. So it's not a flat grid that they had to work with, right? And even if you go to an area like Phoenix, Arizona, I went there on a vacation, you'd notice that it's all flat, but the engineering is all relatively new. Like that place didn't really start growing until the 80s when air conditioning came. So they've kind of mastered the layout and had it wide enough. Portland, Seattle, these Northwest cities, we just weren't ready for it. You're going to find a lot of super narrow roads. You're going to find windy tree mountains, which is beautiful, but it really jams up the traffic. So with all the influx of people coming, they're trying to widen things as fast as they can. But when they shut any kind of highway or road down, it just demolishes all routes. So you're not going to find a lot of shortcuts. Shortcuts through the center is going to hit you up in the mountains and even windier, smaller roads. So you are going to notice some pretty heavy traffic. We've obviously heard from people from California, this ain't squat. But for us, more kind of small town people, it's a lot of traffic. And those are the 5 worst reasons of living in Portland, Oregon. But there's some absolutely amazing, and I'm a glass half full, so it's hard for me to even do a video like that, like the brewskis, the food, the people, all of that. But you're not going to be able to move here successfully or find that house or get any offer accepted if you don't have the dream team behind you. We are the number one relocation team. We've helped over 100 people do this. And if you want us and our help, you've got to reach out. You got to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Days, nights, weekends, we got your back when moving to the Portland Metro. And until the next video, guys, we'll catch you later.